Now, the Mayo Stages Rally is taking place in and around Ballina today, and Brendan Nugent is at the rally headquarters and joins us now with an update from Ballina. Good morning, Brendan.
Yes, good morning to you, Patrick. A fabulous day actually in Ballina today. It was a little bit. There was a little bit of rain this morning, but the weather is looking much better now at this stage, and we're set for a great day of motorsport here in Ballina. And I'm here with Cathal Doyle, Vice Chairman of the Mayo Motorsport and District. And Cathal, it's great to be back in Ballina again.
Brendan, there's a real buzz around the town of Ballina. Indeed, there has been since Friday evening when the rally people first started to arrive. And since early this morning, it's been an absolute hive of activity. The rally cars left at 9:30 this morning, Hotel Ballina, for the first of 9 stages. An absolute bumper entry. We have 140 starters. And to put that into perspective, we had 80 cars last year. So it really is a huge event taking place in Ballina today. So at the moment, the cars are out on the first 3 stages. They're currently tackling stage 3, and they're due into service fairly soon. And obviously we catch up then what's happening with the leaders. But they have 6 stages to do today before the rally is finished.
The Motors Club must be delighted to see such a full house, really.
It's absolutely huge, you know, for not just for the club, but for the whole town and everything. Because I suppose maybe it's a reflection of hopefully the economy as a whole, that there is such a huge entry, and that compared to recent years, that the numbers are returning. And from the club's perspective, having a maximum entry is a great start to the year indeed.
Now we're back in Ballina, so Ballina obviously been good to you so far.
Ballina has been fantastic, and I must say everybody involved, you know, from the Chamber of Commerce and everybody that's involved, you know, obviously the sponsors, they've come on board and really supported us, and not just sort of the businesses, but also the local people, the people where the roads are closed today because of the rally. You know, they've been so accommodating and so helpful, and it's just fantastic, really.
Now, so the message, I suppose, is to get out and enjoy the day's sport, but you might give us a rundown of the next couple of stages, where people, what times people would need to be out for.
Yeah, that's right. Well, as I said, they're currently on the 3rd stage. They're coming into service, which is here in Ballina in March. And then they go out to tackle 3 more stages. The first one of those is due to go off at 1:55. And that's the... I'm just looking here at my map here as we speak. Looking at...
No sat-nav for you?
No, it's the Davy stage, which is Clúnta, stage 4. From that's near Bonnyconlon. From there, they go straight into the stage 5, which is the Loch Broughy stage, sponsored by Tuffy's Gala. And that's just south of Bonnyconlon. And the 3rd stage is the looking again at my map, which I cannot find. It's down in the Atamas region, and that stage is due to run at 13:51. So after that, they'll come back for service again. What I would say to anybody who's looking to come on the stages is if all the local shops carry the maps and the details of the stages. It's only €5, so that's your best bet to go and find out where exactly the rally is taking place and when. And
you're supporting the club as well. Just briefly, how many local entrants have we?
I think actually we have probably the biggest number we ever had. We have in the region of 25 plus, which I was talking to guys in the club who've been doing this for 30 or 40 years, and that seems to be the highest number of local competitors we ever had. So again, a great buzz, and there's a real great entry from local competitors from Ballina and Bonnyconlon area as well. Many of them first-time competitors, so it's great to see how they get on as well.
OK, Patrick, we'll head back to you. We'll be giving you an update, and we'll be talking to some of the local guys involved as well. So we'll check back in with you maybe in 15 or 20 minutes' time, Patrick.
That's great. Thanks very much, Brendan. And there's Brendan Nugent from the Mayo Stages Rally. As you said, it's taking place in and around Ballina today, and Brendan's going to keep you updated over the next few hours, so keep tuned if you want to know all the updates in your area. Now we're going back to Ballina now and the Mayo Stages Rally action. Brendan Nugent is back with us. Hello, Brendan.
Yes, hello there once again, Patrick, live from Ballina Mart is where service is this year for the 2014 Mayo District Sport Stages Rally. And I'm here with car number 41, a well-known man across the region, Colin Loughley from Hollymount. Colin, first of all, I just see on the sheet here, navigator to be announced. Had you a row or something last year? I hope is the story.
No, my normal navigator, my brother Michael, he was to be doing the event himself, but it didn't formulate this time, so I had to call in the services of Seamus Murphy this year.
And he's going well for you?
He's not too bad, no. Not too bad at all.
You're showing him the ropes anyway.
Something like that.
You had a great result here last year.
Yeah, well, we were 3rd in the class last year, and we finished roughly around the 20 mark, so we're happy with that, very happy with that.
And you haven't done anything since?
No, I've done nothing since, no.
Is that difficult now, being so long out?
Yeah, you're rusty, very rusty. Cobwebs and all that, so the first loop blew them all out of us.
Tell me, what's the stages like out there today?
Stages are absolutely treacherously slippy. Very mucky, but I suppose it's the same for everybody.
What sort of tyre choice are you going with?
Well, we went with an X12, which would be a medium compound, and cut it out for intermediate. And we have a soft compound cut out full wet from the front.
So you go back through the first 3 any unscathed and no damage.
No damage that I can see yet, anyways.
Good stuff. Well, listen, enjoy the rest of the day, and hopefully you'll bring it home for us today.
Thanks very much.
Thanks very much. That's Colin there. Now just go back to my man for the latest times we have and how the local lads are doing as well.
Yeah, Brendan, after 3 stages, Declan Boyle, the winner here last year and the National Rally Champion from 2013, is putting his mark on the rally. He's 16 seconds clear of Welsh visitor Hugh Hunter, who's visiting Mayo for the first time. And in third place, Roy White, who's competing in the unusual MGZR S.
And something's after.
And then we have the leading Group N car, Daniel Barry, who is ahead of the brothers Sam Moffat and Josh Moffat in the Group N battle. Looking at the local competitors, I think the top Mayo club competitor is Aaron McHale, who is in 10th overall with Eamon Walsh co-driving. And also going very well today is David Carney from Westport. David is in 23rd overall in the Citroen DS3. Obviously, time is still coming in, and the local competitors are still coming in off stage 3, so we'll have more times later in the event.
And briefly, stage 4 will take us on what loop now next?
It's back to Bunnyconlon, just north of Bunnyconlon for the 4th stage, which runs around 1 o'clock, and then they do 2 more stages in Bunnyconlon and Attymass before coming back to service in Ballina for the 3rd group of stages.
So if you're thinking of getting out, get out now, quick.
Yeah, get out soon.
OK, Patrick, back to you in the studio there.
That's great. Thanks very much, Brendan.
Sunday choice with thanks to Motor Fuel from J&E Hughes Fuel Oil, Cullings, Killala Road, Ballina. Quality service with familiar faces. 096 22277 and in Erris 086 2644 600.
Welcome back. Now we're going back to Ballina now and the Mayo Stages Rally action. Brendan Nugent is with us. Hello, Brendan.
Yes, welcome back to Ballina. March here once again for the Mayo Stages Rally, and I'm here with a couple of lads from Ballahadreen. First of all, Derek Bolton. Well, how's it going out there, Derek?
It's well slippy, wild tight, so we're tipping along, but with a bit of an issue with the intercooler. Came off pipe and we went way down on power, but stage 2 was cancelled. We put the pipe back on and we got about 4 locations in stage 3 and it came off again, but we have it fixed now. We have a new one on, so good to go for the next loop.
Yeah, there's no end to what a cable tie can do, is there?
You can fix the world with cable tie and blue tack.
How's the sat-nav going here beside me?
Well, we didn't go out of bounds anyway. We're still here and all the panels are still on the car, so he's doing all right.
Is he, Trevor?
Well, I always say I am, but he sometimes says a bit different, But all I can do is my best, sure, and hopefully we get back to the finish in one piece,
So you're going well this year and you're expecting to move on from this?
Yeah, we're doing the Border Championship, 4-round championship this year now. This is the first round, so we're kind of looking for a finish today more than anything, but we'll see how it goes. We have the pipe back on, so we'll give it a lash now, go to the next loop.
And it must be great to see so many local people involved in the rally this year.
Oh yeah, first great local entry from the immediate area. Great support in the town here as well. In fairness, a lot of people out to help out with the event. Great event here last night too. So it's great to see motorsport being promoted and getting good. A good place in the media, good places with the public at the moment. So hopefully it'll continue, especially with road safety and everything else, and Road Safety Authority coming on board with Motorsport Ireland. So things are going very well at the moment. Hopefully we can show people how we do things safely, and maybe get the message out there to people that, we have to drive safely on the open roads. We can have fun on the closed stages, but when it goes to the open roads, we have to take care, be careful and enjoy ourselves at the same time,
Absolutely. And how much work have you put in, lads, over the last couple of weeks to get it to where it is today?
Too much.
Too much. Not a sweaty night spent in the garage.
We're working. We went testing there last week and the turbocharger blew in half. So luckily my sponsor MCT Engineering in Ballygawley was willing and able to machine turbo for the intercooler to get the restrictor in that we have to run to keep the power levels down. So last week we just put the turbo on and tested and went here today. Small issue with that pipe, but it's fixed now. It's going well out from that. The car's running perfect, so we'll go out now and see what happens.
Well, it sounds like you're going to have a lot of quiet nights in pain for that. But anyway, lads, best of luck to you and we'll talk to you again. I think we're going to just run over here to Stephen, is it?
I've actually talked to Kieran Kennedy, who's the stage sponsor.
Yes. Kieran, how's things?
How are you? How are things?
Not too bad. You being the stage sponsor now, must it mean a good 10-15 seconds head start for you?
Well, far from it. It's very slippy out there, so it's hard to keep the car on the road.
And you're going well?
Yeah, we're going grand now. We did blocked in that stage where someone else went off in front of us, so that stage was cancelled on us. So it was, and stage 2 was also cancelled. So
and you're going to have to make a tricky choice now. The rain is starting to come down again on tyres.
Yeah, we'll have to look into tyres, but look, we'll have to just go with it anyway. So
And what's the crowds like out there today?
there's big crowds on side stages. Now I haven't been doing an awful lot of looking at them, concentrating on the road more so kind of, but there has been a lot of spectators, alright, so there's...
And it's great for yourself to be involved in it again this year. Sponsor?
Yeah, it's nice to bring it back into the area and things like that, help with it, so that's...
Excellent, right. You mind yourself and change the tyres now, because it is going to start to get wet. Stephen Doherty, a man that's known across the region for two things, driving and I believe a bit of trad as well.
Bit of music, yeah. Should have stuck to the music today, I think. We're not getting on too good here. We lost all the power after 1 kilometre in the first stage. So we're trying to get it sorted here now, but it's not looking good at the moment.
The Foxford crowd will be disappointed, so.
They will, yeah. There's a few lads holding on her, so hopefully they'll do the business.
But you're going to try and get out for the next stage, is it?
Yeah, we're looking for an alternator. So if anyone can get an alternator here to the service park in the next 17 minutes.
What are you driving, by the way?
€100 for an Opel Kadett.
An Opel Kadett. So if you have an alternator, get here quick. €100, I think now. We could do a bit. ASAP. You might get a bit more for it. But anyway, listen, enjoy yourself and hopefully get back out for the next round. And I'm sure there's a few down in Foxford you want to say.
To all the family down there, the Dohertys in Foxford. So.
Good stuff.
See you later. Thanks.
Okay, right. We'll hand it back to you, Patrick.
Thanks very much, Brendan. And speaking of Stephen, we've something lined up from Stephen to go. So hopefully that he gets his exhaust. But in the meantime, here's something from the man himself, a selection.
But let's go over now to Cathal Doyle, who's speaking with some of the drivers at the Mayo Stages Rally in Ballina today.
Alan Moran from Foxford in car number J6. Alan, how has the first 3 stages been for you?
Not too bad now. Very slippy out there, so taking it easy and trying to get around the finish.
This is your, I suppose, first tarmac rally with the Peugeot 206. How do you find it compared to the Astra you had last year?
A lot more power, so trying to get used to that now.
Well, thank you very much. With Justin Ryan in car number J5, the Honda Civic. Justin, you're 6th, I think, in the juniors, but you seem to be leading the battle of the locals at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I think Noel has a penalty. I think he actually took 20 out of us on the last stage, so it's hard to know. But we're all very close. You know, we caught a car in the last one as well, so everyone's having their own moments and stuff. But it's all very tight, so it's great. Yeah, it's great fun. Like, and yeah, it's good to be part of a local battle like that. You know?
How are you finding the stages?
Extremely mucky and slippy. I think everyone is probably saying the same thing to you, but yeah, they're enjoyable, but you have to be on your toes at all times, you know, definitely.
That's great, thanks Justin.
No problem.
Sean McHugh from Bacon in car number 85. Sean, we're back in the first service after 3 stages. How's it been?
Yeah, it's a typical March rally, very, very slippy. But stages are very well set up and we're really enjoying it. We had a good run on the first one and there was just a blockage on stage 3 there, but sure, what can you do? That's rallying as the saying goes.
You had some concerns before the rally about your differential, your famous differential that always keeps breaking. How's it going?
Yeah, we've had a lot of issues with the diff over the last couple of years, but no, after a good run in Galway, we rebuilt the back of the car again and it's holding up so far. And we're confident getting through the day now. If it's going to break, we felt it would have broken in the first mile or two. It hasn't, so hopefully we can stay on. We have a very poor finishing record on Mayo, so looking forward to the second loop and getting round again.
And where are you at the moment, do you know?
Not a clue.
Okay, thanks Sean. Talking with Hamish Kinlock, our visitor from Scotland coming to the Mayo Stages Rally. Hamish, what's your first experience of Irish rallying?
It's trickier than I was anticipating, if you like. I've discovered that there's a very thin line in Ireland and it seems to be sitting between mud on the outside, grass in the middle, and then this thin line of grit in the middle that I'm sort of not been able to stay on at this moment in time. So we tagged the back quarter. It's just superficial damage. So.
Right, I mean, who needs backlights anyway on a rally car?
No, exactly. If the guy behind me's needing past, he'll soon let me know he's there. Like, so no, it's good. Thoroughly enjoying it. That's what we're here for, a bit of fun.
Excellent, thank you very much. Ruth Ann O'Connor, co-driver of car number 30, John Warren from Ballinrobe. Ruth Ann, how was your morning so far today?
Not too bad. We had a bit of a spin on the first corner in the first stage. Sean was pushing very hard, so that kind of cost us a few seconds, all right, but kind of managed to get him to rein it back a bit after that. So stage 2 or stage 3, which we did there, was much cleaner. Then I was a lot happier with that.
You're currently 4th in class 13. Obviously, you'll be pushing for a podium place.
We might try and push for 3rd in class, all right, yeah, but we'll kind of wait a while yet and see how it goes.
Great stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Roy White in car number 4. Roy, you're 3rd after 3 stages. Is that the max you can expect from your car and against the competition that you're against today?
I think very much so, very much so. It's even a bit higher maybe than we had planned. So, but you know, I know Niall Maguire had some problems with his intercoms, but I'm expecting him to come back fighting now once he gets those fixed in service. But you know, if we can finish anywhere inside the top 5 today, it'll be a really good start to our championship for the year.
How are you finding the stages?
They're very slippy, so and I'm quite enjoying them. You know, the car is moving around a lot, and we're coming out of stages with smiles on our face, so it's great.
Great stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Daniel Barry in car number 10. Daniel, you had a great start to the rally. You're 4th overall and leading Group N. Must be very happy.
Yeah, we're really happy. It's kind of a bit of a surprise. We're not taking any big risks or anything, and the car seems to be going really well at the moment. But I don't know whether it's drying up now or what to do tyre wise. So it's a bit of a gamble, but still a long rally. Still a long day to go. So just keep the head and keep trucking on. You.
You'll be watching the 2 Moffat lads behind you.
Yeah, exactly. As I said before, like they're out a lot, so they don't hang around, and they'll be close all day, you know.
Thank you very much. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Niall Maguire in car number 3. Niall, you seem to have had a challenging morning. You're down in 16th place.
Yeah, I had my intercom went on the first stage, and actually it wasn't intercom, it was the helmet. My helmet was giving the trouble, and I could not hear Conor, and I couldn't take a thrust, couldn't thrust him on the junctions because he just literally I could not hear him. And then we put on a slick tyre, thinking that maybe it could work all right, because I was looking at the overhead weather forecast, and no, everything's going wrong, and now we have a problem with the engine with the car now as well. It's not pulling right. So it's one thing after another at the moment.
All right, thank
Not
you.
a good day in the office.
Thank you. Sam Moffat in car number 8, the Mitsubishi Evo 9. Sam, you're currently 2nd in Group N. It looks like you're in for a big battle with Daniel Barry and your brother Josh. How's the morning been?
Yeah, we were fast in the first stage, and that 3rd stage then we seemed to be, I don't know, must have been sleeping. Daniel got a good lead on us there, so we'll just we'll have to keep the foot in and try and get that time back.
Obviously stage 2 was cancelled. Is that a stage that suits the car more or less than the other ones?
Well, okay, all the cars in the class are near enough the same, so it was a long stage. If the tyres had been right, they would have worked well for us, and you never know, but we'll probably get to do it this time now, and then it'll really show.
Aaron McHale in car number 17, the Mitsubishi Evo 9. Aaron, after the first 3 stages, you're in the top 10 and 4th overall in Group N. Are you happy with your morning's work?
Yeah, the first stage went fairly well, and even that last one was good, but it's just the tyres I've on it, way too many cuts from the wet in Galway, and the car was moving around an awful lot. It was okay towards the end where it was muddy. So we're going to go harden up the tyres on the car there for this one, so I was happy enough so far.
Great stuff, thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Steve Wood in car number 12, the Subaru WRC. Steve, after the first effectively 2 stages, you're I think in 5th place overall. Are you happy with how Jay's going so far?
Yeah, surprised with 5th, but quite annoyed with myself on stage 3 as it was stage 2, but stage 3 I made a bit of a mess of a corner, and we ran into a ditch, so we lost a bit of time there. So looking back, we could be higher, but it's safety back in service anyway.
You've made the step up to WRC after driving 2-wheel drive cars. How does it compare?
First time I drove it, I thought, what the hell have I done here? But getting used to it now, and you can see why people want WRC cars. They're awesome bit of kit, you know.
Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And that's Cathal Doyle speaking with some of the participants in the Mayo Stages Rally this afternoon. We'll be back with Brendan and with Cathal in just a little while for an update on the next number of stages at the Mayo Stages Rally, which is continuing this afternoon. News now though, and we're going to catch up with Brendan once again, who's been speaking with some of the people to the fore of the Mayo Stages Rally today.
David Kearney, of course, the leading man for the Mayo Motorsport Club, 21st overall.
Yeah, we're very happy with that now. It's our first proper day out in the car, and we're just trying to learn it at the minute. But hopefully now we'll get through the next 3 stages and get to the finish.
You couldn't have picked a better day if you're out learning the stages and testing out the car, because weather conditions out there are treacherous. Probably the worst you'll see for probably the rest of this year.
Probably, yeah, but these are the kind of conditions I like, and I drive them fairly well, so I'm really settling into the car now as well, so everything's working.
And just going around there, what has the stages been like to drive?
They've been nice, they've been very technical, and there is some fast bits in it, alright, but overall they are very, very nice to drive and very simple and very good.
Lovely. Well, we're down here with John Warren and Ruth Ann. Ruth Ann, first of all, we're up there a minute ago with Niall Maguire's crew. He must have about 50 working around the car. It's just yourself and John here, isn't it?
Unfortunately, that's it. We're kind of a 2-man crew. We have a little bit of help from John's brother as well today, but No, for the most part, yeah. It's just we don't know where he is, so
He's on a lunch break.
I think he is, yeah, and we didn't get one, so.
So what's the stages like being out there today, Ruth Ann?
They're unbelievably slippy and mucky, and they just got more and more treacherous compared to the first time around. It was the slippiest I've ever seen. It's absolutely unbelievable.
John, this time last year when I met you, it was cable ties at the ready.
No, we didn't need them yet today now, and thankfully hopefully we won't need them. So we clipped a rim on a stone there in the last stage. We were lucky enough. The wheel didn't go flat, but we have to get a new rim now. So.
And have you any idea how you're doing at the moment?
I'll be honest, I haven't a clue. We're not really watching the results. We're only just out to take it home now at this stage. Just whatever it takes, just to finish with a car intact, hopefully.
Okay, keep it between the ditches, and we'll see you back at Hotel Ballina.
We're trying.
Daniel Barry, you're leading Group N after 6 stages, so it's all going very well for you.
Yeah, it is. We're going quite well. We're just sticking to our own plan. We're trying to be as neat and as tidy, and it seems to be working. The times are quite good, but we're not doing anything mad or crazy, so we just need to keep doing that.
The rate is starting to come down a little. Is that having much of an impact on the stages and on your driving?
To be honest with you, the stages are really, really cut up and very, very slippy all day long. So the last 2 or 3 stages, it was raining on them too. So it's just going to be slippy all the way to finish, and it's going to get to the finish now at this stage, you know.
We talked the last time about the Moffat brothers and how they were likely to mount the challenge. You seem to be giving them a face so far.
Yeah. Well, as I said, we're just doing our own thing, trying to be as neat and as tidy, and it seems to have worked, you know.
Thanks very much.
No problem.
I'm here with Roy White. Roy, second in overall at the moment. You're going well.
Yeah, we're going very well. We've had a little bit of fortune, and with Hugh Hunter's misfortune has moved us up through the leaderboard, but the stages are so treacherous. You know, today is a real day for getting to the finish. The stages are just getting slippier as the day goes on. Normally they dry out and get better. Not up here, they're getting worse.
Heading out this morning, did you expect yourself to be in this position?
Absolutely not. You know, if we could have stayed in anywhere in the top 5, would have been a real good result for us today with all the high-powered WRCs around. So to be second here at the moment, we still have 3 more very, very difficult stages to go. So there's nothing's home yet.
And just a little bit about your car. I believe it's sort of a home conversion.
Well, I wouldn't call it a home conversion. It was converted by Tom Gahan Motorsport. And for anyone who knows rally, and Tom was Colin McRae's chief mechanic when he was doing the World Championship, so he really knows what he's doing, and he's put a lot of time and effort into this car over the past 2 years, and you know, seems to be getting good at it now. We seem to be getting good results.
Very good.
Thank you.
And that's Brendan and Cathal Doyle catching up with some of the drivers. We'll have more in just a minute at the Mayo Stages Rally today, and I know that Brendan will be back with us very soon now as the cars start coming in for their final time into Hotel Ballina this evening at the end of the Mayo Stages Rally. From there to the rally, Brendan, I hope you're with us. Sorry for delaying you, but how are things going in Ballina?
Well, things are going good because we're indoors now. We're back in Hotel Ballina. I'm back here with Cathal Doyle, and Cathal, we have a winner.
Yes, we do indeed. The cars are just coming back into Hotel Ballina, into the Parc Fermé, and it looks like Declan Boyle and Brian Boyle from Donegal are the winners of the 2012 Mayo Stages Rally. They've had a relatively comfortable run. They've led from stage 1, and their victory in the end has been 2 minutes and 21 seconds over Roy White and James O'Brien in their MG, who from Tipperary, and in third place was Paddy McFay and Gary McElhenney from Tyrone. Now in 5th place is the leading Group N runner, Daniel Barry, who had a great battle all day long with Josh Moffat and Sam Moffat. And just quickly looking at the running orders at the top local finishers, it looked very much all day that David Carney from Westport would win the honour to be the top local finisher, especially after Aaron McHale had retired early in the day. But it looks, according to our provisional results, that John Warren and Ruth Ann O'Connor from Ballinrobe have pipped them at the post at the very last stage. They've overtaken them to claim the honours for top local finishers. But all in all, it's been a fantastic day's rallying and a very successful event for the Mayo Motorsport Club.
And thank you, Cathal, as well, for helping me out during the day. And don't forget, Cathal, you do an article every week for the Sun.
For the Irish Sun, that's right. Motoring article.
Where you can view new cars, get all the latest motoring news as well.
That's it indeed.
And much, much more. I want to just, Anthony, have a quick chat with Andy Walsh, who's the PRO of the club. And isn't it great to see the hundreds of people here out at the front of the Hotel Ballina here welcoming back all the drivers?
Yes, it's great to see everyone out, and I'm supporting this local event in the community, and when it comes out, it's great that everyone comes on board, and and helps out. Like, it's
And
fantastic.
you had a massive entry this year.
Yes, very good entry. With some big cars down, some big numbers. We started 80 last year. This year we started near on, I think it was 145, including juniors and the actual main field. So yes, great to see the numbers up.
Now let's get to the important question. How did you get on yourself today?
Yes, the important question. Yes, we actually were taking part in the actual junior section. I mean the rally myself and Justin Ryan. I was navigating with Justin's from Hetford. We were taking part, more importantly I suppose, in the actual battle of the locals. There was some very top cars taking part in juniors. We were involved in a local battle where there was 3 former young drivers, Mayo District young drivers, Justin Ryan, Alan Moran and Noel Murphy. We competed in the first 6 stages. We're happy to say we have actually, myself and Justin have actually finished 3rd overall in the juniors, and we have won the local battle. So we're delighted to come in after a tough day's rally and then having.
Now tell me, just before we go, I want to have a quick chat with one or two of the juniors that you mentioned here. So you introduce them by a name and tell me all about them.
This is my driver, Justin Ryan from Hetford. I'll let him say a few words to you.
Happy today, Justin?
Yeah, delighted. Managed to get 3rd in the juniors. So yeah, really, if someone told me beforehand, that would have been a great result because it was serious opposition, you know. So yeah, delighted, and we're all to come home now after a tough day like that. It's great. Yeah.
And driving has been tough out there today.
Oh yeah, slippy and muddy, but it's all part of it. Like, you know, it's a big challenge, and really enjoyed it. Yeah, great stages. Yeah.
All is back in one piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done to you. Next man we have here
is Noel Murphy from Shrewell, who is the current Mayo Young Driver Champion.
No, you had 1 or 2 rough patches out there today, I'm told.
I had more than 1 or 2, I'm afraid. We hit a bank fairly hard on stage 4, so it dropped our confidence.
And how was the bank? Did you go back to see is it all right?
I'd say it's all right anyway, but the door and the quads panel aren't great. But we're still here to tell the tale. We kept going anyway. We didn't look behind us, but it dropped the confidence a bit. But
and what's it like being involved with fellows and the club with you in competition that tight?
That's great crack. Those 3 or 4 rows there now in the juniors today, and we're all buddies. Like, so it makes it all the better having a bit of crack with them and comparing times, and makes it enjoyable. You know? It's
enjoyable. I'll just take one more man before we go back to Angelina.
Yeah, this is Alan Moran from Foxford. He's last year's Young Driver Champion. He's currently taking part in the National Forestry Championships at the moment. I'll let Alan say a few words.
Yes, Alan, how did you get on today?
We'd go run over the first loop, but stage 4 then we'd have bothered with the clutch, so that was the end of our rally. We're having a good battle with the lads up to that. So
it was a good day, but you're a bit disappointed.
But we'll be back for the next one.
And where to next?
Don't know that yet.
Don't know yet. We have to fix up the car and see where you go from there.
That's it, yeah.
So it was an enjoyable day for all the lads, and it was good to see a bit of it as well, I suppose.
Yeah, that's all part of it.
Lovely stuff. Right, okay, Angelina, we'll hand back to you, and hopefully we'll be talking to the man who won the rally here today in a couple of moments' time.
OK, Brendan, many thanks for that. We can go back during evening edition if we need to Brendan in Hotel Ballina, but it's almost time for us to leave it.
Well, to motorsport now, and the annual Mayo Stages Rally took place this afternoon, and with a roundup of proceedings, here is Cathal Doyle.
Declan and Brian Boyle from County Donegal claimed an emphatic victory on today's Hotel Ballina and Kennedy Motors Mayo Stages Rally, winning by 2 minutes and 21 seconds from the MGZR S2400 of Roy White and James O'Brien. The Donegal cousins were untroubled once the second place crew of Hugh Hunter and Andy Marchbank from Wales were forced to retire on the second leg. Third place went to Paddy McFay and Gary McElhenney from Tyrone in another Subaru Impreza WRC, with English visitors Steve Wood and Keith Moriarty taking fourth place. In fifth was the leading Group N runners, Daniel Barry and Gordon Noble from Wicklow. They had a close battle all day with the similar car of Josh Moffat and John Rowan from Monaghan, who finished one place behind. Equally close fought was the battle for local honours. Dara Mullen from Sligo claimed the honour of top Mayo and District Motorsport Club finisher, taking 10th spot in the car driven by David Leonard. Meanwhile, the battle to be the top local crew went the way of John Warren and Ruth Ann O'Connor from Ballinrobe, but only after a very close battle on the final stages saw them overtake the Citroën DS3 of David Carney from Westport. Other local competitors to finish strongly included Colin Loughney and Seamus Murphy from Hollymount, while Derek Bolton and Trevor O'Connell from Balhudreen were also among the leading competitors. Kenneth McHale and Derek McCarthy from Lochmore also were among the top finishers in the rally, just ahead of Barry Cuff and Shane O'Brien from Castlebar. Another local competitor to claim honours was in the junior category was the Honda Civic of Justin Ryan and Andy Walsh. They finished 3rd overall in the juniors. Once again, Mayo and District Motorsport Club laid on a fantastic event, entertained throughout the day. Reporting for Midwest Radio, this is Cathal Doyle.
Thank you very much for that, Cathal. Well, let's hear now from the overall winner of the rally today, Declan Boyle. He spoke to our man on the roads of Ballina today, Brendan Nugent.
Well, Declan, a win for you in Mayo. How do you feel about that?
Great to get the one today in Mayo. We won last year here as well, so it's good to get the double. And great start to the round, the first round of the championship.
2 wins so far this year in Galway and Mayo. It must set things up nicely for you now at this stage.
It definitely does. With Galway International, it's a great chance, great start for the Tarmac Championship, and today for the Dunlop National Championship, which we won that last year, and it's great to get it this year again.
How did you find the rally overall yourself? Conditions, did they suit you?
The rally overall, in fairness now, we don't mind the wet weather at all, but it was just a bit too much today. But again, that's Irish weather and supposed to be able to get used to it. But we like the stages, and a well run rally, and well organised, and fair play to them, all the marshals and everybody else for standing out.